If you want to scale or resize an object, the first thing you need to do is make a selection. So go ahead and choose the selection tool, the black arrow, and then go ahead and click on the object that you want to affect. Notice that the selection has little points around it, little white squares on each corner and in between on each line. What this does is it allows you to choose how you want to scale this. So if you want to scale upward and not off to the sides, then you would want to choose the line on top of the object, and you'd want to choose the point in the middle. And what you would do is you would click and hold and drag. And you could drag upward or downward. And notice that the other sides stay anchored. So even if I try to scale it off to the side by dragging off to the side, it doesn't allow me to. It only lets me stretch vertically. And the bottom stays anchored. Now, if I wanted to stretch it off to the sides, I would have grabbed one of these sides and then stretched. Okay, these corners are a little different. If I grab a corner, it allows me to stretch upward or off to the side, or both at the same time. See, and then if I want to keep the exact same shape, in other words, I don't want to distort the object at all, I can hold Shift while I'm stretching, and it'll allow the object to maintain the same height and width percentages. Okay, when you want to undo what you've done, you go Edit, Undo. That brings it back. You can also use this tool to reflect. In other words, to flip it towards the other side like this. With a star, it wouldn't matter much, but if you had a letter, you might want to use that to flip it. Another way to scale an object would be to select it and choose Object Transform Scale. And this allows you to plug in exact percentages to affect the object. So if I wanted it to be twice as big, I would plug in 200% and hit OK. If I wanted to make it half the size, then I would plug in 50%, hit OK. If I wanted to scale just horizontally or vertically, I could do that. Just plug in a different percentage here. This will scale it vertically, hit OK, and it stretches vertically.